ॐ नमो नारायणाय। ॐ नमो नारायणाय। ॐ नमो नारायणाय। ॐ नमो नारायणाय।
श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्यः कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि।
रामानुजदया पात्रम् ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणम् श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यम् वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम्।
சீரொன்று தூப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்றச் சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஊரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேரப் போமளவும் வாழ்வு.
श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्यम् कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि। रामानुजदयापात्रो ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणो श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यम् वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम्। சீரொன்று தோப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் ஆரொன்று சொன்ன பழமொழிகள் ஓரொன்று தானே அமையாதோதரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேர ஓமளவும் வாழ்வு.
So we saw this மோளைக்கதிரை குறுங்குடியுள். So கிளி என்று வணங்கினாளே. Now we are talking about the Lord Amalan. Tiruppanazhvar in his, but the only one fact remains. So internet becomes now God Almighty. Without him nothing. அவனன்றி ஓர் அணுவும் அசையாது. தம் வினா திருணமப்பி ந பிரச்சலத்தின்னு சம்ஸ்கிருத பழமொழி. ஒரு புல்லு கூட அசையாது அந்தர்ஜாலம் வினா.
அதுக்கு இல்லையே, அதுக்கு ஒரு கதையே இருக்கே. அதாவது எல்லாரும் ஒவ்வொருத்தரையும் டெஸ்ட் பண்ற மாதிரி, காத்து நான் தான் பெரிய ஆள், அக்னி நான் தான் பெரிய ஆள்.
ஆமா, வேதத்துல வருது. பீஷாஸ்மாத் வாதப் பவதேன்னு தைத்திரோபனிஷத். Out of fear the wind blows. Bhishodeti suryaha, the sun rises because of fear. So each anybody, whether it is planet or God or whoever it is, without of course one's own sincerity, everybody acts. Even the gods like sun god, fire god, rain god, wind god, so many. This is what we call, I understand, it's an Indian attitude, Bharata Desha attitude, because without compulsion nothing moves. Amalan என்றும் சொல்லுகிறபடியே. So Amalan, the word Amalan, Vimalan, நீதிவானவன், so all these are all adjectives, epithets given by Tiruppanazhvar is Amalanadipara. So we are talking about this Tirunedundandagam, Amalan. So Amalan என்றும் சொல்லுகிறபடியே, when he is mean pure in every sense. Purity is the form of God. purity incarnate is Lord Sriman Narayana. And then again, because he is not understood very clearly, Atyadbhutamay. He is highly, what do you call, fantastic, amazing, awesome, which we do not understand at all. Even a little of his greatness is not understood. So, Gunangalakkum Atishaya Avahamai. He is a carrier of good qualities. He is the possessor of the good auspicious characteristics. And they themselves are surprised. The qualities themselves, they are surprised. And they are very happy that at least one Almighty singly handles and then possesses all these qualities, good qualities. Good qualities always seek the possessors. And therefore, they are very happy that generally bad quality is innate in every one of us. And even it doesn't exempt Lord Creator Brahma or Shiva also. And therefore, everybody, though in the heart of hearts would like to be a good person, Sattva Guna, full of Sattva Guna. Another great scholar called Seva Srinivasa Raghavacharya Swami of Villivakam, Chennai says, Sattvam itself cannot win over. So we need some bad qualities so that there is a difference between what we call discrimination between the good and bad quality. Then only we understand the greatness of good quality and therefore we adopt the good quality. So Rajas and Tamas are very much necessary, he says. Sattva alone cannot triumph, he says, get victory. That is a combination of bad quality also is necessary. The qualities, the characteristics also look very much shocked that the Lord possesses them continuously without interruption. Atishaya Avahamai. Thiruvukum Thiruvambadi. So I mean wealthy nature of the Lord Sriman Narayana is because of Mahalakshmi. And Mahalakshmi in turn depends upon the Lord for her richness. In the sense, the richness of qualities, richness of all good qualities, auspicious characteristics. So we are talking about what we call wealth. We always, of course, understand that both of them are equal to each other. We never say that one is superior, the other is inferior, and so on. Between the divine couple, one is not superior. So, Thiruvukum Thiruvambadi. Again, meaning the divine couple is congenial to each other, compatible to each other 100% and so on. Then Nirupadhika Mangalamana Swarupati Udayavanai. We are talking of the great qualities of the Lord here. So Nirupadhika means unconditionally. We are going to see this A, B later. So Nirupadhika Mangalamana Swarupati Udayavanai. So what, be it Archavatara, the temple figure, we always feel that he is a most auspicious figure, divine figure, full of Sattva Guna only. Sattvamaya Divya Mangala Vigraha. Divyam itself means Sattva Guna. That is otherwise called Aprakritam in Sanskrit. It is not unnatural, but Prakriti is nature, Aprakritam is supernatural, which also we are not able to understand fully. So his original nature, Swarupam, is auspiciousness. He is auspiciousness embodiment, incarnation of auspiciousness. So we see no fault there, flaw. There is no lacuna in the form. Everything is perfect in his original nature. And then Uyarvara Uyarnalam Udayavan Yavanavan, Nammalvar's first verse in Thiruvaimozhi out of the 1000. So again, Uyarvara meaning there is nobody above him, there is nobody equal to him. Uyarvara meaning na bhuto na bhavishyati in scripture is translated as Uyarvara by Thiruvaimozhi of Nammalvar. So there is nobody beyond him, there is nobody above him, there is nobody better than him. Then Uyarva Ara means nil, absence. Then Uyar Nalam Udayavan. Therefore, he is the greatest Almighty, highest God. Nalam Udayavan meaning auspiciousness. He bestows only benefits. He doesn't make us suffer. But what about the suffering? And that is due to our own faults, our own, our own demerits, accruing out of the bad deeds that we performed in the earlier births or present birth also. Unknown mistakes also affect us. Without our knowledge or wantonly doing the mistakes also make us suffer. So, Nalam Udayavan, that means he is the possessor. What about Avan, Yavan Avan? Who is that person? So, you find the last line meaning, namely, he is the Lord Srimanarayan. So, Ennumbadi, Anavadhika Atishaya Anandam. Again, so what are the types of qualities? A sample is given here. So, Anandam Brahmeti Vyajanat, Taittiriya Upanishad says that Shishya approached the father, Varunam Pitaram Upasasara, Lord Rain God. Varunam is, I think, somebody else named Varuna. So, Varunam Pitaram Upasasara. The disciple approached the father, Varuna by name. Varuna meaning rain god of knowledge, rain of knowledge, wisdom, the shower of wisdom. That's all. So he says to go and meditate upon the Lord. It's also self-study, Swadhyaya, the fourth type of Pancha Prakriya in Pancharatra Agama or in our life at home. Namely, self-study, Swadhyaya, fourth stage. So go on meditating upon the Lord. First he says food is important. Annam brahmeti vyajanat. Then he could withstand hunger. And therefore he said the food is not important, the life is important. Pranam brahmeti vyajanat. So he understood that life, jivatma, is very important. And go on, going to the next step, and so on. Finally, he lands on the right knowledge, namely the correct, perfect wisdom, Anandam Brahmeti Vijana. So he could understand bliss is the form of God. So what kind of bliss? Again, we do not understand. So Atishayam Anandam. Atishaya Anandam. Atishayam meaning which defeats all other happiness. That's meaning Atishayam. Shayam actually meaning lying down, no? Shayanam. Atishayam is overtaking, surpassing, overwhelming, maybe defeating, that is winning over all other happiness. Atishaya Ananda. And how is it? What is the quantity and quantity? Just now we said Atishaya Anandam. Quality, Anavadhika, unlimited bliss. So we have to experience it and then only understand. Therefore, just like we do not know to understand, theoretically explain the sweetness which we enjoy by honey, by jaggery, by sugar, by any sweet. The what we call the sugar cane juice, whatever. So you cannot differentiate even the sweetness in our theoretical way. Therefore, so it is unlimited here, anavadhika. Avadhi is not there. There is no border. There is no limit to the sweetness, namely happiness. Then again, Ananta Kalyana Gunangal. He has got unlimited number of good characteristics. So Kalyana auspicious, Ananta endless, numerous, innumerable. Then, so what are the advantages of his qualities? He has got a lot of plus positive attitude in his behavior, original nature, action, and so on, attitude, and so on. But what is our benefit? So, Ashritar Palapirappum Piravadabadi. So, once we surrender to him, once we do Sharanagati, once we perform Prapatti, then we are called Ashritaha, people who need succor, who seek succor, seek shelter. So once we seek shelter, then Palapirappum Piravadabadi. So we are not allowed to be born in this world in different species. He himself is born, rather incarnates in different ways of, for example, fish, tortoise, great boar, etc. Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, etc. So he doesn't make us again suffer once we surrender to him. So Palapirappum Piravadabadi it does not rather stops our birth cycle. Then Tan Yenindra Yonima. He takes even a beggar form in the incarnation as Vaman. He doesn't mind begging to a demon, Mahabali Chakravarti. So Yenindra Yonima. He is not shameful. He is not feeling shy. Rather, he has no reservation to become any type of incarnation. Yenindra Yonima. Yoni means source of birth, the species of birth, the jati, the caste. So he also made Alvars born in different categories. Of course, most of them are what you call Ayonijaha. Ayonijaha. They were not from normal human births. But Lord is ready. And Lord is also making the muktas, the released souls also be born as in any form. Any form. For example, there are 24 stories in Srimad Bhagavatam. 24 in Srimad Bhagavatam, where we learn from all living beings. We learn from beetle, what do you call honey bee. It's called Brahmara Geetam. It's called Brahmara Geetam. From the honey bee, we learn. From the ant, we learn. So many very, what you call, low living beings, low level living beings, in the sense, Kshudra Jantu, we say, call it in Sanskrit. From minute creatures, rather insignificant living beings. We learn many things. So Yoni Mai, Perakka Kadavana. He takes it as his duty to do it. Perakka Kadavana. He has got a what we call a sincere mind to be born in any form, so that we will have no cycle of birth and death. So Perakka Kadavana. அவர்கள் நாட்டில் பிறந்து, born in, of course, incarnating in jail to Devaki, mother. He immediately went on the same night to Gokulam, what we call the cow pen, where the sages of Yor, rather Ramavatara, were born as cowherdesses. And even gods joined them. And therefore, there were so many of gods, and so many of cowherdesses and cowherds. Cowherdesses are more important than cowherds also. So they were born there. So, அவர்கள் நாட்டில் பிறந்து. They all thought that all the cowherdesses thought that Lord Krishna was born in their family. He was also a member of the cowherd family. And therefore, அவர்கள் நாட்டில் பிறந்து. For example, பிறந்து can even make it this way. Rama went to Lanka. Rama went to Lanka. Though he was born in Ayodhya, rather incarnated in Ayodhya, so went to Sri Lanka, faced Ravana in the battle. So Padumavai Padamikaha Tan Piran. Generally, we used to say that Rama's horoscope was bad horoscope. That's why he suffered. But Valmiki says how much auspicious was his time of incarnation when the 5 planets were on the rather best path, best place. And then again in Punarvasu Nakshatram. And again with regard to Lord Krishna also, Rohini and Ashtami joining in the midnight. Rohini star and Ashtami Tithi, the 8th day, joining at the midnight. It was auspicious hour according to the Lord. But Krishna also suffered in the hands of demons sent by Kamsa and so on, his own uncle. So Padumavai Padamikaha Tan Pirandu. In order that we will not suffer, Padumavai Padamikaha, for the individual souls that he, for the sake of individual souls, which according to him should not suffer the perils of ills of this today's society. பிறந்து தான் பிறந்து he appeared, he incarnated. படாதன படக்கடவனாய். Rama was insulted. Krishna was insulted. He remember he did not forget those insults also. Many people scolded him. Even Indra went against him in Krishna avatar. He became angry with Indra, became angry with Lord Krishna. And he wanted to destroy the cow pen by what we call stone rain. So in that way, so Padadana Padakadavanai. Untold sufferings were undergone by Lord Krishna and others. தான் சொல்லிட்டு செய்யும் தேவ பிரகிருதிகளுக்கு. Now, of course, we understand that all the gods, namely 33 crores led by Indra, should obey Lord Shivanarayana. That is very much understood by them. But even their personalities, Deva Prakriti, they always should follow the instructions of the Lord. Tan sollitu cheyyum. When they are innocent that they do not know what to do, Lord gives them advice. So only then they do. And even to pray to the Lord in order to kill the demons, he had to induce the gods. He had to make them aware that they are suffering. Are they so innocent? So Lord feels that they are innocent. After the long prayers of gods to the Lord Shivanarayana, so that he would take incarnations. So every time we have here, so தானும் சொல்லிட்டு செய்ய கடவுளாம். He follows his own instructions. He instructs the gods and he also is follows his own instructions. He is also following his own instructions. தானும் சொல்லிட்டு செய்ய கடவனா. That means he is an acharya who follows his own advice. Swayam acharet we say about acharya. Achinoti shastrartham. He collects the meanings of the inner meanings of the sciences, namely scriptures. And Swayam acharati. So even you have Bhagavad Gita Vakyam, Yadyad acharati shreshthaha, tattadevetaro janaha. All people follow the preceptor when he follows himself. So Tanum solittu cheyya kadavanaai. He himself writes the Shastra. Veda, the scriptures are obeyed by him. For example, the temple traditions are obeyed by him. In Ramavatara, he showed that he worshipped Ranganatha. It's only an example. Many people ask the simple question. When we wear the sacred mark on our forehead, namely the white Thiruman, as we say, and Shri Churnam, the red or yellow mark. So why should he have the mark on his own forehead? It's only a showing an illustration, example. So he follows his own concept. So he instructs us to have it. Then he instructs the demons, asara prakritigalukku. So viparita acharanam pannum. So in spite of the advice, he has created 66 crores of demons. So all those demons misbehave. And the misbehavior is meticulously followed by them. And then viparita acharanam, that is against the scriptures. Whatever has been prohibited, the banned actions are performed by the demons. And then, so when he does it, when they do it, so viparita acharanam pannakadavan. He also retaliates, gives back the same coins, pay by the same coin. That's what they say. Viparita acharanam. So how is it viparita acharanam? We will see it in J. So pannakadavanai. We are going to see the footnotes now. Number one, A, பெருமையை தருவதாய். So we have the words in the page in the top. So let us have the Amalan. A is Atishaya Avahamai. Atishaya Avahamai meaning the qualities give him fame. So பெருமையை தருவதாய். The very possession of the great characteristics, auspicious characteristics, make him famous. Therefore, பெருமையை தருவதாய். Then B, இயற்கையான. That is what we call prakriti. B is nirupadika. Natural. Nirupadika is unconditional. There is no rule about his original auspicious nature. But here it is called nirupadika, meaning B means iyarkayan. His goodness is natural. In many of our cases, what do? Is we try to become good. We forcibly make ourselves good. It is not in the inner nature. We compulsorily bring within ourselves good nature. So C, எல்லையற்ற பெருமையுடைய. That's what we call anavadhika. Anavadhika is atishaya C. So anavadhika atishayam எல்லையற்ற, borderless bliss. Borderless bliss. Anavadhika is எல்லையற்ற. We also do not understand how much happiness can be assessed qualitatively and quantitatively. D, Ennatra. D, Ennatra is again numerous. So, Ananta. Ananta. Ennatra. That is innumerable, numberless. Infinity is the limit. Infinity. Again, E, Tannai Charanam Adindavar. That's what he said, Ashrita. Ashrita. E. Then we have F, Peravihalai. Peravihalai. Meaning, we are taking a lot of births. Peravihalai. So we have, the word is Yoni. Yoni. Yoni is the source of birth. Namely, he is ready to be born in any form. Any form. So you have Peravihala. Deivattanmai udayavurku. Deva Prakriti is Deivattanmai udayavaru. They have more sattva quality. That's the meaning. Deivattanmai udayavaru meaning we are all part of the Lord. There is no doubt about it. But still, I mean, we must have at least a few good qualities. A small percentage of good qualities. So we are talking of Deva Prakriti, meaning generally gods in heaven. And we also should become divine like them. So for example, somebody errs, ERRS, that is, make us suffer, then we must pardon them, forgive them. Forgiving is divine. Forgiving is divine. So that forgiveness attitude, the attitude of forgiveness must be in us. That goodness, it should be natural also. G is Deivattanmai, Deva Prakriti. Then H, Shastrathika Viparita Chaya. That's why scriptural injunctions are disobeyed. When they are transgressed, we are all devils. We ourselves, we have what we call the godliness in us, and the demoniac nature also are in us. Both of them are in us. We are godly, and at the same time we are demoniac. DEMONIAC. We have so Shastrathika Viparita Chaya. Then I Asurataya. Asurat Tanmai Udayavar. So this is opposite of Sura. Sura meaning Deva. That meaning, so we are against good people. So Asura Prakriti. We have got bad attitudes. So these are the bad attitudes are the 6 enemies. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsat. Then Thime Chayal, J. J is Viparita Acharana. Now let us see, this is here. Tripanalvar's Amalanadipiran. Amalanadipiran, Adiyar Kennai, Aatpaditha Mevana. Piran meaning leader. Piran meaning best person is called Piran. It can also mean elderly person. Elderly person. The eldest brother should correct the younger brothers if they go wrong. So Amalan, then Adipiran. Adipiran refers to especially the wisdom giving Varahavatara of Sri Mushna. So Bhuvaraha is called Adipiran. This is a special name to given to him. Jnana Adipiran. Jnanadipiran. In Varahavatara, how do you know that the great boar gives us wisdom? It is a byproduct. Varaha Avatara is responsible for the incarnation of Goda Devi, Andal. Goda Devi in turn gave 30 Tirupavai hymns. That is hymns, HYMNS, meaning the scripture themselves, Vedamanithukum Vittahum. Therefore, Varaha is the root of Jnanapiran. That is, he is a knowledge giver, wisdom distributor. Amalan Hadi. Amalan, he himself is pure. So, what is his duty? Adiyarku ennai aatpaduttavan. Kulashekara Alvar, everybody says, Bhagavata Parantriyam is important. Slavery, now I think I use the word slavery. That is service to the devotees of the Lord is more important. And when Lokasaranga Munivar, the priest of Srirangam temple, offered to take on his shoulders Tiruppan Alvar, he refused stoutly. He never expected such a request from a priest from the temple. Very great priest, Lokasaranga Muni. So we have got a name for Tiruppan Alvar as in the Taniyan we have it. Munivahana. Tiruppan Alvar's carrier was the car, the chariot was a sage. The priest was like a sage. That's why I say he's very educated, and therefore he was a very great man. Therefore he was called a sage, Lokasaranga sage. And Lokasaranga Muniva got instructions from the Lord in the dream. Go and bring him. You are responsible for my wound on the head. The blood oozing out did not stop till Lokasaranga Muniva brought Tiruppan Alvar to the sanctum sanctorum of Srirangam. Therefore, when he felt Tiruppan Alvar being brought up by Dalit, rather a scheduled caste couple, he felt he is untouchable by such people, very, very close to the Lord. But still he was. So, Adiyarku ennai aatpadutha. Vimalan. He did not want to be directly serving the Lord. He wants to serve the devotees of the Lord. Adiyarku padutha Vimalan. There are so many explanations for the same meaning of two words in Sanskrit, Tamil, Amalan and Vimalan. Amalan, purity, pure person. Vimalan is no impurity will touch him. That's the meaning. That is the beauty in Tamil. So, Vinnavarkon, he is the head of the heaven. Head of the heaven. Heaven in the sense Vaikuntha. So, Vinnavar, all the gods, 33 crores. So, he is the king of the gods. Deva Devaha. Then you can understand, many people say this verse belongs to me. The first verse of Tiruvayamai of Nammalvar belongs to Kanchipuram, Devadeva, Devanayaka, Devadi Devan, as you say in Tiruppavi. Then we want to know that there is no difference between the Archavataras, and therefore Virayar Poril Venkadavan. Virayar Poril, the whole mountain is full of flower plants, park, and so on. So very beautiful by nature. So Venkadam. Right. So Venkadavan, so Tirupati Srinivasa is referred to here. So that means Sriranganatha is not different from him. And he is called Kali Yuga Perumal, Kali Yuga deity, the deity of the black era. So you have the previous one. So whenever gone, Virayar Poril Venkadaman, Virayar Poril. Virayar Poril is a beautiful flora in the mountains. The previous verse, sorry, number one. Yeah. Then Nimalan, Ninmalan, Nidivanavan. We have got a lot of explanation for this. If I shall, can we take it up on Monday? This in detail. This Nimalan, Ninmalan, Nidivanavan. Of course, Venugopalan may join. Neelmadil Arangathamman. Neelmadil Arangathamman refers to the Tirumangayalvar's big wall, China wall. Not Saturday, no, because there is a what you call Prime Minister visiting Srirangam, worshipping the Lord. So we have got maybe we internet maybe interrupted. So Virayar, I mean Neelmadil Arangathamman, so remembering Tirumangayalvar. So Arangathamman, Lord Sri Ranganatha. Then Tirukkamala Padam. Tirukkamala Padam. That's what we understand. The lotus feet. The lotus feet is auspicious Tirukkamala Padam. The even when Tiruppanalvar was in the bank of Kaveri river, the divine feet of the lotus feet, divine feet of the Lord appeared in his mind. Kannin ullana okkindradu. It has gone in, the feet have gone into the eye, rather the pupil, in the eye, deep into the eye. And his vision always concentrates upon Lord's divine feet, lotus feet. Kannin ullana okkindrade. There is no difference between the eyes of the Alvar and the Lord's figure, namely the divine feet. The divine feet are themselves the eyes. 2 feet, 2 eyes. That's why, so, the 2 eyes of a human being can have only one vision. And therefore, one concentration by Tiruppanalvar in the eyes, in the sense, in his vision, dream, that was his aim of his life. He is a visionary. And he is also a missionary. His mission and vision are one and the same, namely the divine feet of the Lord. எவ்வகை குற்றமும் மற்றவன் எம்பெருமான் அவனுடைய திருவடி கமலங்கள் தாமே வந்து என் ஊனக்கண்கள் இது நேக்கட் ஐ, that is what we call the physical eyes, இலக்காய் நிற்கின்றனவே. Even when sages perform very great penance, severe penance, long penance, they could not achieve in a very short time the vision of the Lord's divine feet. When even it is so, I am able to look at him very easily. So Achavatara is more easily accessible to the eyes of the human being. And ilakkai nirkindanawe. The divine lotus feet are the aim, the target, the goal, the destination of my eyes. Enna bhagyam. I am lucky, I am fortunate that I got the darshanam of the Lord. I understood that he looks at me and I look at him. And then the very look makes me very blissful. So we have to understand the previous paragraph in prose, that what is that bliss? What is that happiness? Just looking at him. When he looks at us, also we have the happiness, the unlimited happiness. Anavadhika Atishaya Anandam. Then again we have Nammalvar Thiruvaimozhi 111. We saw that. So what did he do? The first line I just now told you. Mayarvara Madinalam Arunilaman Yamanavan. He is talking about Thiruvaimozhi and of Nammalvar talks about people who have understood Lord, that is, who have got wisdom of the Lord. They have understood the original nature of the Lord. Who are those people? Especially the Alvars and also Acharyas who realized the soul, realized the Supreme Soul. So Mayarvara, without what we call confusion, moha, we are not to approach the demigod. That is our contention. So Mayarvara, Madinalam, that is wisdom, the auspicious intellect, Arulinan, he blessed us with. Lord Sriman Narayana blessed the Alvars and Acharyas with the correct wisdom without confusion. Swami Vedanta Deshika wrote Paramata Bhangam. Then you have a lot of sciences, rather, books, secret books, which dismiss all other concepts. And therefore, there is no confusion. Mayarvara. Then again, Ayarvarum, Amararhal, Adipati Amanavan. Amararhal, we are talking of the gods there, immortals. And the muktas, the released souls should be also included there. And then Nityaswari is also the part of these immortals. Therefore, Ayarvarum, they have no lethargy. They don't feel lazy in worshipping the Lord. And therefore, we say, Sada Pashyanti Surayaha. Always they look at the Lord. They have no other engagement. They are busy always praising the Lord, adoring the Almighty. And therefore, Ayarvarum, no let up for the gods, immortals. Then he is the Lord of all the gods, Adhipati, presiding deity of the law of all the gods. Yavan. Then Toyararu Shudaradi, Toyaran Manani. Now, Nammalvar addresses his heart, mind, thought, buddhi, intellect. Says, go and prostrate before the feet. So, Adi, what kind of Adi? Bright feet, Shudaradi. Light must be seen in the feet. What is the nature of that divine feet? Toyar Aru. It removes all our troubles. It takes away all our sufferings. Toyar Aru. Toyar meaning suffering. Dukkham. The troubles that we face are washed off by the divine feet. So, Toldu, worship the divine feet. Prostrate before the divine feet. Then you get up. Why then get up? Again fall down. Pranamya. Swami Ramanujacharya said, Pranamya. Salute. Utthaya. Get up. Punah Pranamya. Salute. Go down for Sashtanga Namaskara. Again Utthaya. Get up. There is no stoppage of the worship. Periyanambi was walking towards his home when Ramanujacharya met him at 12 noon in the hot season, summer season. He saluted him on the hot sand by Sashtanga Namaskara. And he got up again, did it many times. Periyanambi was very sad that why should he prostrate on the hot sand? But still he did not mind it. The Acharya must be worshipped in that way, without minding the troubles. And while prostrating before the divine feet of the preceptor, there is no suffering at all. The suffering is not felt. The heat was not making him suffer. And therefore, இதற்கு மேலும் உயர்ந்தது ஒன்று இல்லாதபடி எல்லையற்ற ஆனந்தத்தை உடையவன் எம்பெருமான். So by understanding that Almighty is the greatest, He is the most auspicious, and He is the benefactor of all the good boons, then so He bestowed on us the wisdom. Let us also say that we have understood a little of His greatness, and then He is the Lord of everybody. When He is the Lord of immortals, so why not mortals? Because mortals are always weaker than immortals in any way. Let us all worship the divine feet, which we hope that whatever troubles we feel would be removed. Uh, So we will just wind up here in this page, and then we go to the next page on the next session, Matrka. So of course, 50th page, we have one paragraph left out. I think we can take it up, page 50, first paragraph. தன்னை அந்தராத்மா என்று நினைத்திருப்பாரை. So best example is Vishnu Chitta Periyalvar. So when we feel that our individual soul, Jivatma, has Lord Almighty as Antaryami, the inner soul, then he will also feel Tanum Tanaka Antaratma Vendu Nenithirukumavana. So we must feel one with him. So when we feel that he is in our soul, then he also feels that we are in his mind. So தனக்கு ஆத்ம ஆத்மீய சமர்ப்பணம் பண்ணினாருக்கு. So we are talking about the what we call ashritaha, sharanagataha, those who have surrendered. So when we submit our souls also, rather resubmit our souls, rather the stolen soul, that is the individual soul, for which we are responsible as the thief, thinking that the individual soul is our soul and the body is our body. So by name, we have named each other. And then so Atma Atmiya Samarpanam. All the possessions, properties of the soul have been submitted back, and also the soul itself, the individual soul is his property, the body is his property. பண்ணினாருக்கு தானும் ஆத்மா ஆத்மீய சமர்ப்பணம் பண்ண கடவனான சிவப்பதி. So he also gives his own property, namely the whole world. The whole world is before us. Atma Atmiya Samarpanam. We are using the objects of this world. We are using, in our life, we are using all the objects of the world, somehow or other. He also submits his own supreme soul to us, and he also transfers all his properties in our name. That kind of kindness is shown to us, affection, more than what we show to him. Shivapati, because of his proximity towards from Goddess Mahalakshmi, Shivapati. And he is called then the best man, Purushottama, the primordial, greatest being. So Purushottama. These are all, of course, what we call Shillare Ragasyam, smaller secrets by which we can understand the simple meanings of the Divya Prabandha, the outpourings of the Alvas. That's more important than. They have got the ABC, it's very easy to understand. ABC in the footnotes. Antaryami, A is Antaryami, B is Tannayum Tannai Chendavaraliyum Samarpittal. So when we go for surrender to the preceptor or the Lord, we also should be accompanied by our own people, family, friends. relatives. தன்னையும் தன் விபூதிகளையும் அனுபவிக்க அளித்தல். So he offers he offers to us the prosperity of this world. And Leela Vibhuti, Nitya Vibhuti, as we are going to see Nathanai Nadathu. So when we say Shriyapatihi, we are talking of the word Shri, Shri meaning property. What we call Leela Vibhuti, the creation. And his property is Shri. Shri means this world, Leela Vibhuti. And of course, along with Nitya Vibhuti. So she is the goddess Mahalakshmi, is the proprietor, owner of both the Vibhutis, prosperity of both the worlds, the created and the permanent headquarters. Therefore, Nathanai Nadathubo. He makes us leaders. He makes us leaders. Meaning that we can guide others. We can become preceptors. We become wise. We get the wisdom. So we get attain wisdom from him. And then we become guides, mentors. We show the way to others. And therefore, he makes us leaders. Nathanai Nadathubam. That is what we call Purushottamaha. A good leader will make others also leaders. A teacher should produce teachers. That's the meaning.
டூ டிஃப்ரெண்ட் சப்ஜெக்ட். அதாவது இது வந்து ஒரு ரெஃப்ரெஷர் மாதிரி இது.
ஆமா.
அது வந்து ஒரு அது வந்து அது ஒரு டைப் அது. ஓகே.
அது பர்டிகுலர்லி டெம்பிள் ட்ரெடிஷன். இது வந்து
இல்ல அது இட் இஸ் மோர் இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங். அப்படி இல்ல டெம்பிள் ட்ரெடிஷன்லயும் வாட் ஆர் த ஃபிளாஸ், ஹவு தி பீப்புள் ஆர் பைபாசிங் ஆர் ஹவு தென் இட் கெனாட் பி அப்படிங்கிற அதெல்லாம் பாக்குற போது நமக்கு தெரியும் என்னடா இதெல்லாம் இப்படிலாம் சொல்லிட்டு எல்லாம் பண்றாடேன்னு. ராமானுஜதயா பாத்ரம் ஞான வைராக்கிய பூஷணம் ஸ்ரீமத்வேங்கடநாதாத்யம் வந்தே வேதாந்த தேதிகம். கவிதார்க்கிக சிம்மாய கல்யாண குணசாலினே ஸ்ரீமதே வெங்கடேசாய வேதாந்த குரவே நம. வாதித்யவசிரோபங்க பஞ்சானன பராக்கிரமா வெங்கடநாதாத்ய இரும் விஜயதா புவி திருன்று தோப்புல் திருவேங்கடன் உடையார் பாரொன்று சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஓரொன்று தானே வாழ்வார்க்கு வானே ஓ.
A flawless musical rendering must be heard by all. தோஷமில்லாத சங்கீத கானத்தை கேட்டு இதுதான் இந்த பிளிஸ்ன்னு சொல்லணும்ல, அன்லிமிட்டெட் பிளிஸ். புரிய மாட்டேங்கிறது இல்லையோ இந்த சந்தோஷம் என்னங்கிறது எப்படி சொல்றது உங்கள்கிட்ட. ராகம்
இல்ல அந்த ஆனந்தத்தை தான் நீங்க உங்களுடைய பிரயோஜனத்தெல்லாம் கொடுத்துறீங்களே. சோ இட் இஸ் மோர் தென்.
இல்ல இது வந்து நாம கொடுக்கறது ஒருத்தருக்கு ஒருத்தர் லிமிட்டெட் தான். அது அன்லிமிட்டெட் எப்படி இருக்கும்னு கற்பனை பண்ணி பார்த்தா கற்பனையே பண்ண முடியாத அளவுக்கு இருக்கு.
அதுதான் சங்கீதத்தினுடைய ப்ரையாரிட்டி, சங்கீதத்தினுடைய உயர்வே அதுதான். அதாவது இட் இஸ் ஒன் டு ஒன் கூட யூ த பிளிஸ் யூ கெட் இட் கோஸ் டு ஆல் when you sing in the audience. அந்த மாதிரி இது வந்து ஒரு தனியான ஒரு சமாச்சாரம். this cannot be of course any artist is having this. இப்போ ஒரு ஆர்டிஸ்ட் இருக்கான்னா he enjoys it when he is alone and he draws.
ஆமா, ஆத்மா ராமஹம் பேர்.
ஆமா. அதே அது அது அந்த மாரி எவ்ரி இண்டிவிஜுவல் வில் ஹேவ் ஹிஸ் ஓன் லைக்கிங். அண்ட் தட்
ம்.
மேக்ஸ் அதர்ஸ் ஆல்சோ டு என்ஜாய். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஹி லைக்ஸ் இட் அண்ட் தென் ஹி பிரசன்ட்ஸ் அந்த மாரி.
அதான் சொன்னேன் இப்போ. டீச்சர்ஸ் மேக்கிங் ப்ரொடியூசிங் டீச்சர்ஸ் அது மாதிரி மியூசிக் மியூசிக் இது வந்து இது ஹாப்பினஸ்.
रामानुजदया पात्रम् ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणम् श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यम् वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम्
कवितार्किकसिंहाय कल्याणगुणशालिने श्रीमते वेङ्कटेशाय वेदान्तगुरवे नमः.
சீரொன்று தூப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்றச் சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஊரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேரப் போமளவும் வாழ்வு.
ஓம்